PodcastHero.com.
Podcasting from my secret underground lair. Here are the latest great news stories from greatnewspodcast.com, brought to you by The Daily Quote, a podcast designed to kickstart your day in a positive way. Tired of all the doom and gloom news from mainstream media? You'll get none of that here. Instead, you'll find inspiring stories and developments making the world a better place. I'm Andrew McGivern, and this is the Great News Podcast. Today we're diving into some truly groundbreaking developments in public safety, medicine, and clean energy. What if I told you that despite what you see on social media, we are living in one of the safest times in history? That's our lead story today. Plus, we have a major update on the fight against cancer, a way to destroy forever chemicals using nothing but sunlight, and a partnership that's bringing advanced nuclear power to the grid. And don't forget to stick around to the end for the speed round, where we'll dive into even more great news. First up, our lead story. The United States may have just recorded the lowest murder rate in its 250-year history. While it often feels like crime is everywhere, the best data available shows that crime rates are at historic lows, with many categories hitting 50-year lows. Now you might hear critics argue that this is just reporting bias, that people have stopped calling the police, but the data suggests otherwise. The National Crime Victimization Survey, which talks directly to victims rather than relying on police reports, mirrors these declining trends. Furthermore, high-reporting crimes like car theft, which people almost always report for insurance purposes, have declined at similar rates to other crimes. Even the idea that better medical care is simply saving murder victims and turning them into assault statistics instead of homicides doesn't hold up. Research shows that while medical care has improved, the severity of modern weaponry has increased at a rate that effectively cancels out those medical gains in the data. Just before you say that, oh, Trump's policies are working, we can't give credit or blame to any particular president. This is a long-term trend that has been happening since the 90s. So, Democrats and Republicans across the board have seen falling crime rates throughout this period. Criminologists suggest several reasons for this great decline, ranging from the removal of lead from the environment, not sure what that does, to the rise of security technology and even the sedation of potential offenders by video games. Whatever the cause, the data is clear. We are living in an increasingly safer world, both in the United States and many other countries too. Now, if you like the Great News Podcast, you'll love the Great Newsletter. Because the Great News Podcast is great, but the Great Newsletter is greater. Link is in the show notes. Moving on to the medical front, Canada is showing significant progress in its fight against cancer. According to a recent report from the Canadian Cancer Society, cancer incidence is declining while survival rates are on the rise. Today, 64% of people diagnosed with cancer are expected to live for 5 years or more. This progress is being driven by decades of prevention efforts, better screening, and the revolution of precision medicine. Unlike 20 years ago when a patient might only have one line of treatment, today's patients can access multiple forms of therapy, including genomics and immunotherapy. In the case of multiple myeloma, average survival has jumped from just 3 years to over a decade. And while we're on the topic of cancer, I want to bring up an article that was published at greatnewspodcast.com called There Already Is a Cure for Cancer. And that cure is early detection. Across the board and across all cancers, if you detect it early, you have a better chance. Next, let's talk about a breakthrough for our planet. Researchers have developed a sunlight-powered catalyst that can break down toxic forever chemicals in our water and soil. PFAs, or polyfluoroalkyl substances are found in everything from nonstick pans to cosmetics. They are nearly impossible to destroy and accumulate in the human body. However, an international team led by the University of Bath has created a carbon-based catalyst that uses light energy to break these chemicals down into carbon dioxide and fluoride, the same stuff found in your toothpaste. If you use a toothpaste with fluoride, that is. This prototype is energy efficient because it runs on sunlight rather than harsh chemicals or high heat. Even better, the same technology could be used to create portable sensors, allowing communities to detect PFAS contamination instantly, without the need of a lab. And finally, a leap forward for clean energy. The United States is moving closer to deploying advanced molten salt nuclear reactors. A new $27 million partnership between Oak Ridge National Laboratory and Kairos Power is focused on a reactor design that replaces traditional water coolant with molten fluoride salt. This allows the reactor to operate at a much higher temperature while remaining inherently safe. The system uses specialized TRISO fuel pebbles designed to withstand extreme heat without ever melting. With safety-related construction already underway in Tennessee, this project aims to provide a reliable, carbon-free electricity needed to power the massive data centers and manufacturing growth of the future. All right, let's dive into the speed round for even more great news. Waymo recently revealed it uses about one remote human assistant for every 41 self-driving taxis to provide advice during complex situations, proving that humans and AI are working together to make roads safer. Researchers found that leaving a bit of water in sodium-ion batteries can nearly double the energy storage capacity, offering a cheaper and safer alternative to lithium-ion tech. Scientists have developed an iron catalyst that uses sunlight to turn common plastic waste like PET and PVC into acetic acid, or vinegar, providing a new way to upscale trash into industrial chemicals. Researchers at the University of Pittsburgh have identified good immune cells in visceral fat that suppress inflammation. Protecting these cells could lead to a new drug to reverse insulin resistance and cure type 2 diabetes. A team at the University of Michigan has used quantum superlattices to produce clean hydrogen from just sun and water with remarkable efficiency. And my favorite quote of the day from the Daily Quote podcast this week is from Wayne Dyer, who once said, "If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change." Listen to an inspiring quote every single day by following the Daily Quote in your podcast app of choice. But just to make it easy for you, I put a link in the show notes. That's going to do it for today's episode of Great News. From historic drops in crime and record cancer survival rates to the engineering marvels of the future, the world is becoming better every single day. These aren't just hopes. They are happening right now. If you love this content, be sure to follow, subscribe, share, and send it to someone who needs a little positivity in their day. Until next time, and there will be a next time, keep looking for the good in the world, because it's not only there, it's everywhere.